Hey everyone, welcome back to the Business English Career Playbook. It's fantastic to have you here as we dive into another discussion that will help you sound more confident and capable in any business setting. We've got some great topics lined up that will expand your vocabulary and understanding. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the podcast. It's free and ensures you never miss an episode. Did you know that 90% of businesses that get hit with a crisis and don't have a communication plan in place are out of business within 24 months? That's not just a risk. That's playing Russian roulette with your company's survival.
Those numbers are absolutely terrifying. Just last week, I was reading about that small bakery that got destroyed by a viral video claiming they had bugs in their pastries. Turned out to be candied walnuts, but the damage was already done.
You know what's wild about cases like that? Studies show companies have less than 15 minutes to respond effectively on social media before a situation starts spiraling out of control. The digital age has completely transformed crisis management.
So, what's the first step businesses should take to protect themselves from these kinds of situations?
Well, it all starts with having a solid crisis communication plan in place. Think of it like a fire drill. You don't wait until the building's burning to figure out where the exits are. Research shows companies with established crisis plans recover 3 times faster from reputation damage.
That makes so much sense. I've noticed that many businesses seem to think they can just wing it when problems arise.
Oh man, that's like trying to build a parachute after you've jumped out of the plane. You need what I call the 3 Ps: planning, people, and protocols. First, you need comprehensive planning that covers different crisis scenarios. Then, you need the right people in place, your crisis management team. Finally, you need clear protocols for how to respond.
The team aspect really interests me. What exactly should that crisis management team look like?
Well, here's what's fascinating. The most effective teams are actually quite diverse. You need your PR experts, obviously, but you also need legal advisors, subject matter experts, and someone with executive decision-making power. Data shows that teams with this diverse makeup respond 40% faster to crises.
Hmm. That's interesting because most companies just dump everything on their PR department and hope for the best.
Exactly right. And that's a recipe for disaster. Look at what happened with that tech company last year. They had their PR team handling a data breach without consulting their tech experts or legal team. The result? They made statements that weren't technically accurate and opened themselves up to massive liability.
Speaking of timing, how fast do companies really need to respond these days?
The data on this is pretty eye-opening. In the social media age, you've got about 15 to 20 minutes to make your first statement. After that, the narrative starts forming without you. Studies show that negative news reaches an average of 10,000 people within the first hour on social media.
That's such a narrow window to work with. No wonder companies feel overwhelmed.
Here's the thing, though. Your first response doesn't need to solve everything. It just needs to acknowledge the situation and show you're taking action. Companies that respond quickly with even basic information maintain stakeholder trust 60% more effectively than those who wait for perfect information.
The transparency factor seems crucial here. I've noticed companies often try to minimize issues instead of addressing them head on.
You're hitting on something really important there. Transparency isn't just good ethics, it's good business. Research shows that companies that maintain transparent communication during a crisis recover their stock value 30% faster than those that try to control or minimize information.
That really challenges the old school say nothing approach to crisis management.
Oh man, that old approach is deader than disco. Modern crisis communication is all about speed, transparency, and engagement. You know what's fascinating? Studies show that companies that actively engage with stakeholders during a crisis have a 70% better chance of maintaining long-term customer loyalty.
These insights are incredibly valuable. What would you say is the biggest mistake companies make in crisis communication?
Based on the data, it's actually what happens after the immediate crisis passes. Nearly 65% of companies never conduct a proper post-crisis analysis. They're so relieved to be past the crisis that they miss the opportunity to learn from it and strengthen their systems.
That really brings everything full circle, from preparation to response to learning.
Exactly right. And here's the bottom line. Crisis communication isn't just about damage control anymore. It's about building resilience. Companies that handle crises will often come out stronger, with data showing up to a 20% increase in customer trust if managed correctly. The key is being prepared, being honest, and being willing to learn and adapt.
Those are such valuable insights for businesses of any size.
And that's really what it comes down to. Whether you're a small bakery or a multinational corporation, having a solid crisis communication strategy isn't optional anymore. It's as essential as having insurance or a business plan. The businesses that understand this and prepare accordingly are the ones that will not just survive crises, but potentially thrive through them. We're out of time for this episode of the Business English Career Playbook. Thanks so much for spending this time with me and for working on your business English. To make sure you get all our future insights, remember to subscribe. It's the best way to keep learning. Thanks for tuning in